Hello guys, welcome to the channel. Today I want to talk about monsters, Wild Hunt in particular, because since the new cards were added, most of the decks online are focused on the devotion side of things, and despite devotion being strong, sometimes it doesn't have an answer to scenarios or locations, and of course there are always decks that can boost harder than them. That is why I've made this simple non-devotion Wild Hunt deck that can hopefully deal with those type of situations. Now the only cards that are neutral in here are Heatwave and Yrden. Heatwave just to banish locations, scenarios or any engines that are troublesome, and of course Yrden for the row reset. In the case of Yrden, Wild Hunt has lots of synergies because they have lots of movement abilities, starting with the leader, White Frost, that can move an enemy to the other row, and of course there are bruisers and aristocrats that will help us set up nice Yrdens or shut down row restricted engines such as Rivers or Oriana, or just move defenders out of the way. So, starting from the bottom up, I chose just one Wild Hunt Warrior. That's because they have a nice damage on deploy, and in the case of dominance they can spawn Frost for one turn. Next we have the Aristocrats. As I mentioned before, they can move a unit in case of dominance, but most importantly they have a nice passive, so to speak, in the sense that they can spawn one additional turn of Frost for each Frost applied this turn. Next we have the Naglfar crew, which is a nice spawn Frost for two turns, and of course at the end of the turn they boost themselves. A nice unit overall that can bait locks or removal. I chose only one slave trader, which I like to combine with Parasite for the boost component, just so I can have an on-demand lock. Wild Hunt Riders for a bit of deck thinning or round 2 bleed. Bruisers, as I said before, just for the movement. Next, Red Riders for the frost spawning. Foglets, because they are pretty overpowered at the moment with their synergies with row effects. Parasite, as I mentioned before, for the slave trader synergy, and sometimes if I need damage I can use this as a removal tool. Now the Phantom, I like to put this here just because it has Veil and it's boosting itself, and sometimes it's very hard to deal with. Next, Current Year Golden Child, because it's a bit of an overpowered card at the moment, and this can be a nice card for point slam, especially in round 3. Toad Prince, because there are lots of 4 points engine around that he can eat and he can boost himself, of course. Art Gate, because it's the most easy way to spawn Frost on every road for 3 rounds, and it has Echo, that is very useful. Next is Imlerith. I try to use him only in a combo with Ygren here, just for the nice point slam and for easy dominance proc. Naglfar, just for a nice tutor. It can be a little two-edged sword sometimes, because it is very random and can give you 2 wrong golden cards and you can brick your own card with it, but it is useful in most situations. And last but not least, Eredin, because he spawns Frost on an enemy road for 2 turns, and most importantly dominance, increase damage dealt by Frost by 1. This is very important in the long turns especially. Now that's the deck. Now I'm going to showcase this in the next video, and if you found it helpful, please like and subscribe. It's free and it helps a lot.
What a demented fool!
Need your stables, please. Look no further.
Fine. If my coin's ranked to you, go kiss a dog beneath its tail. Anis. Oi! Hey there! Come here!
We've caught another taskmaster.
Boss doesn't like
seen already.
Taught you to fight like this.
Watch and learn.
I used to view you as a mountain. But I've always stumbled over diamonds, and I no longer fear the worst.
Let's get this over with. Aye, aye, soon as I finish my pipe.
I used to view you as a mountain that I could climb but first. But I've only stumbled over diamonds, and I no longer fear the worst.
Cursed idiots! I ought to ram you!
You are the